Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Myself Kubendra from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, and today's subject is gonna be about analysis and design of algorithm. As you can see in the background video which is playing, it's gonna be about sorting techniques, and the subject code is BCS 401. So let's begin. So first, brute force approach and selection sort. We start selection sort by scanning the entire given list to find its smallest element and exchange it with the first element, putting the smallest element in its final position in the sorted list. Then we scan the list starting with the second element to find the smallest among the last n minus 1 elements and exchange it with the second element, putting the second smallest element in its final position. Generally, on the ith pass through the list, which we number from 0 to n minus 2, the algorithm searches for the smallest item among the last n minus I elements and swaps it with AI. After n minus 1 passes, the list is sorted. So this is the algorithm how the selection sort works. So selection sort of A of 0 to n minus 1 array. First step is sorts a given array by selection sort. Input an array of a to 0 to n minus 1 of orderable elements. Output a of 0 to n minus 1 sorted in non-decreasing order, that is ascending order. So the loop is for I tends to 0 to n minus 2 do, that is what must be executed. Min is I, so minimum is the minimum value or a temporary i's value which holds i's value, and the next step is for j tends to I plus 1 to n minus 1. So your j value is given as I plus 1, which is i's plus 1 index, and n minus 1 is the last element of the array. Then do if a of j, that is element a of j in the a of j position, is less than a of min, where a of min is I actually. So when a of jth element, that is I plus 1 element, is less than a of I, then j's index value is given to min. And next, after executing this, if this part is false, if part is false, then the elements are swapped. Swap a of I and a of min inside a program. This is the simpler form of the program. So here first for I tends to 0 to n minus 2, and here minimum tends to I, and then for this is the exact C program how it works. Then this is an example of how a selection sort works. So here this is a given array of 8, 5, 2, 6, 9, 3, 1, 4, 0, 7. So in this the smallest element is 0. So here let's see how the sorting works. So as the given statement above was told, it searches for the smallest element in the array. So first we search for the smallest element, that was 0, which was in the place of 8, and 8 was in the first place. So they both got swapped, 8 and 0. Here you can see 8 and 0. So first they both get swapped, okay, and then next 5 and 1. So this is how sorting selection sort works in the brute force approach. So this was the example for selection sort in brute force approach. So next, let's see brute force approach bubble sort. It is another brute force application to sort problems is to compare adjacent elements of the list and exchange them if they are out of order. By doing it repeatedly, we end up bubbling up the largest element to the last position on the list. The next pass bubbles up the second largest element, and so on, until after n minus 1 passes the list is sorted. So this is the algorithm. First, sorts a given array by bubble sort. Input an array A of 0 to n minus 1 of orderable elements. Output A of 0 n minus 1 sorted in non-decreasing order or ascending order. And this is the algorithm for I tends to 0 to n minus 2 do. For j tends to 0 to n minus 2 minus I do. If A of j plus 1 is less than A of j, swap A of j and A of j plus 1. So this is an example for bubble sort in action. So let's see what bubble. So here we can see that first the two elements are checked, 6 and 5. So 5 and 6 are swapped as 5 is lesser than 6. So next the I goes to 6 and j goes to 3. So they both are checked now. Again they both are swapped as 3 is lesser. 6 and 1 is lesser, so 1 comes left side. Now 6 and 8, and 6 is lesser, so it stays there, and I value goes to 8 and j value goes to 7. So this is how bubble sort works, checking adjacent elements. So this is how bubble sort goes. First 6 and 5, as 6 is the first element and its adjacent is 5. Now it's checked and replaced because 5 was lesser, and now 3 and 6 and 3, and 3 is lesser, so it's swapped again. Next is 6 and 1, so 1 is lesser, so again it's swapped. And here 6 and 8, as 6 is lesser, it stays 6 stays there, and i's value changes to 8. I's indexing changes to 8. Okay, and then next 7 and 8, so 7 gets swapped. 8 and 2, so 2 gets swapped. And again 4 and 8, 4 gets swapped. Next again the I value comes to the first position to check whether these both are swapped. These both are in ascending order. So again the process starts from starting first position. So here the 4 is here, so it must come before 5 or 6. So it keeps on going on until we get the final array. So here the 2 and 7 were swapped as 7 was greater, and here again 7 is greater, so it's swapped again. So here at last we are getting a sorted array 7 8, so we'll be getting a sorted array from last. So in brute force algorithm, it is a manual algorithm, not a smart algorithm, and it is bit time consuming because in bubble sort we are checking one by one adjacent elements. So we got half of the array as sorted 5 6 7 8. Now the rest half is going to be sorted now. So 2 and 3 it checks and 3 gets swapped. Now 3 and 4, as it is sorted, it stays like that. Now again it goes to the start and starts checking. So again 3 is placed there and it is sorted. Now this is the final matrix, final array which we get after everything is swapped. Thank you all for watching. Let's see you in the next video. Thank you.